Stop record. Face centered. Speech off.
Then you guys went to Chili's.
Track position. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 4 minutes. Speech off.
On McDonald's, inside McDonald's.
Okay, cool. So for your first date, this is a girl that you like, and y'all went to the zoo. Everything was good. Then you guys went to Chili's or possibly McDonald's.
McDonald's,
Or drive-through or inside, and that would make you happy.
It would make me ecstatic.
Okay, cool. Now, from a girl's point of view, she's gonna think that maybe you don't really care about women that much, like we're a neutral option. So she's gonna think like either this was just something for you to do, like an outing,
getting out the house,
or she's gonna think that you have your finances are strapped.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
But that's what she's gonna think.
He said not at all.
That's not putting your best foot forward, taking her to McDonald's on the first. No.
Look how feminine he is.
You're picking. I'm not finished talking though. Let me finish talking. So you picked everything to do. She's like, whatever you feel comfortable to do. This is a girl that you like. And your first outing was the zoo, which was good. The zoo was good. And then now you want to take her possibly to McDonald's drive-in or to sit inside of McDonald's for lunch. When y'all could have went to the beach and ate out there. Y'all could have went to all kind of places. It was places around the zoo. Y'all could have sat.
He said y'all could have set up a picnic with McDonald's on the first date, y'all. He wants you to take your McDonald's lunch. Y'all know McDonald's ain't good. It's not going to hold that long. Y'all know McDonald's don't taste good after it's not hot no more. You got to eat that in the car on the way to the park. There's no picnic.
I know him.
Okay, guys, look, I'm about to rewind it.
Video player. Heading. Collapse video. Autoplay. Cast. Caption. More act. Previous video. Rewind 10. Pause. Button. Play.
No, I just had to say this. Now, if for some crazy reason you do go on this McDonald's date with this guy, okay, that has already said that one reason why he can't do the Cash App is because what if he can't keep up with the Cash App? Then is the relationship over? He's already told you he's financially strapped, okay? And now here he is taking you on the McDonald's lunch date of your dreams. And now he's talking about we can make it a picnic. And y'all know the McDonald's fries are no more good after not hot. And they're only going to be hot for about, 7 minutes? 5 to 7 minutes? So you're not even going to make it. You're going to have nasty cold McDonald's at the park with basically a stranger. A guy you just met that took you to the zoo. Y'all been hot out all day. And now y'all out at the park with your natural smelling selves and your cold, nasty McDonald's having a picnic. Do you see this mess? How cheap can you and obvious can you be? He trying to hurry up and get you in a position so he can roll around and have fun. And y'all can magically look into each other's eyes and fool around. Like, can you cut the crap already? It's sad. This mess is sad. Don't do this mess, guys.
Play. Button.
Don't do it.
Play.
Now let's listen to this raggedy mess. Watch this.
23 seconds, 17 minutes.
Who you are?
7 minutes, 16.
The president.
Video player. Heading.
You know.
Video player.
No.
Heading. Track position.
Let's see.
7 minutes, 2 seconds, 17 minutes.
All kind of places.
Oh, here we go.
Video player. Heading. 6 minutes, 57. Track position. 6 minutes, 49 seconds of 17 minutes.
Inside of McDonald's for lunch.
Okay.
When y'all could have went.
And he said, "Yep." Guys, he
there.
said, "Yep," proudly.
Y'all could have went to
Watch
all
this.
kind of places.
Nigga.
It was places around the zoo. Y'all could have sat.
See?
We don't know each other yet like that, do we? This is the first date. This is where you set the precedence of, you know, who you are. Who you
Can
are.
I say something?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Ocho Cinco, you're
Here we
a
go.
famous football player.
Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ocho Cinco, guys.
His birthday, he got millions. He got way more money than me.
Absolutely.
Like, way more money than me. You know he took his first date?
Absolutely.
You know he took his wife? You know he
Mm-hmm.
took his wife?
Where?
You know he took his wife for the first date?
Yep. Where?
McDonald's. Drive-thru.
No.
He ain't say, ask them. He said it. Ask both of them. They
Yeah.
said it.
They already knew.
They went to the drive-thru.
They already knew each
They
other.
didn't know each other. No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
He said it. Go.
Where did they meet?
I know Ocho.
Tell me where they
They
met.
met.
Mm-hmm.
I forget where they met, but they.
That's the point right there.
Hold on.
Look it up while we're talking about it. While we're talking about it, look it up. No, let's look it up while you're talking about it. No, you look up where they met, because I know where they met. You look it up real
I know
quick.
where they met too.
Oh,
I know where they met
well,
too,
tell
but
me.
they first
No,
date-
tell me. Tell me where they met. Because you just said
first date.
no, you just told me you don't know. Where did they meet?
Mm-hmm.
I do know where they met.
Oh, tell me. Where did they meet?
They met through mutual friends.
Oh, they met. Not how.
Yeah.
Where did they meet?
They met through mutual friends.
I didn't say how.
Kind of like us. Like, they seen each other at a party. Ocho liked her, whatever.
Okay, guys. So he's stretching it. And this is a dusty move. Let me just put it out there. Men do not grasp at straws to justify their behavior. If that's who they are, they just stick with it and stand on it because that's just who they are. They don't try to bring up men that they're nowhere in their league and bring up their personal lives as a justification as to why they try to pull the same stunt. If you are a guy that makes $50,000, less than $100,000, I'm talking about significantly less than $100,000 a year, and you live in a state where it requires more than $100,000 a year to live comfortably, to survive on your own, and you want to bring up multimillionaires and what they do as a justification for why you're trying to pull the same card, it'll never work. That's a dusty move. You just expose yourself. And this is why women don't take you seriously. They overlook you. They're never going to give you the time of day. And the kind of girl that you want is just going to be the kind of girl that you want. And you're never going to get her. Because you cannot, first of all, he sits up and says that Ocho Cinco took his wife, their very first date, to McDonald's. If you know anything about Ocho Cinco, which I'm so glad I just kept pressing the issue because he wanted to leave it just right there. And somebody that doesn't know anything or that's easily like impressionable, they would have got quiet. Like, okay, well, if that's good enough for him, his wife, and that she got married, then I could do it too. But no, they actually met through mutual friends. It wasn't like they met off the streets and they went out and, oh, let's go to McDonald's. And further along in this video, he ends up admitting that it wasn't a discussed thing. It was like Ocho Cinco just pulled up in McDonald's and got something, and she went on and got something too. It wasn't like, oh, can I take you on a date? I'm about to take you to McDonald's. It wasn't like that. And so I'm looking at the phone like, this guy really tried it. Like, he really doesn't get it. When a woman is going out with Ocho Cinco, she's very well aware of who this man is. If they met through mutual friends, that says it all right then and there. She knows who Ocho Cinco is. She knows what he's capable of. She knows about his reputation. Heck, I don't even know this man like in real life. But I know what he's capable of. I know how he dates women. I know his reputation as far as taking very good care of his women, how he likes to spoil them, how he likes to send gifts. I mean, he has a very positive reputation when it comes to dating women, as far as, you know, one-on-one. Now, you know, there's negative things that could be said about all of us, but to deduce him down to he takes his women to McDonald's, that is inaccurate. Okay, that's not correct, and that's not accurate. And for him to bring that up, like, oh yeah, that's where I'm about to take my first date, we gonna go to McDonald's, because if multimillionaires are doing it, that's the move I want to make too. No sir, that's not the move that you want to make. You don't have access or the lifestyle of a multimillionaire. There's a lot of reasons why a woman may consider or go ahead on and go to McDonald's with an Ocho Cinco that she's not going to do with you, because you are not sitting up on a house and wealth and access and stability. And if this woman does get pregnant, you know your child is good. And if anything happens, or if you want to start a boutique or what have you, you know this man can back you, he can support you, he can guide you, advise you. All kinds of reasons why a woman may consider, okay, let me sit up here and have a chit chat with Ocho Cinco and grab a fillet of fish real quick. Like, so please stop. You know, put your best foot forward, do what works for you. Don't do what other people do and think you're going to get those same results, and you don't live their lifestyle. You don't have their means. You don't have nothing. You're barely making it. A man that's barely making it, that claims he wants to have a woman and have a home and have a family and want to be the boss of his house, then he puts himself in the position to do that. And when he's trying to bring a woman into his life, he puts his best foot forward. He shows her what she's signing up for, and he doesn't take a chance at running her off because he want to try to pull a Ocho Cinco move that he's not even accurately discussing right now, guys. That's the part that's so sad about it. He's so used to just saying whatever to women, and he's so disrespectful. He has totally, this guy doesn't know anything about the art of being loving, of being kind and polite, of catering. He's not connected to that energy at all. He's connected to femininity as far as whining, complaining. He's too far into a feminine space of save me, of woe is me, of what about me, like, it's crazy. He's totally outside of his leadership position. He's totally outside of his masculine role of provider and protector. He's totally out of his masculine position of security, of safety, of making sure that his lady is happy, about being resourceful, like totally disconnected from all of that. And it may be because he's like the baby. He has a large family and he's like the last child and pretty much like an only child, because the older adults, siblings he has, they're all like off into their own life. So he spends a lot of time by himself, which can be dangerous, because when you spend a lot of time by yourself, all you've ever thought about is yourself. And then now it's time for you to think about someone else. And that's really, really hard. I know an older guy that's like in his 60s that's a complete jackass. Excuse my language. But he is. And it's because he's been by himself all his life. And no one has ever required anything out of him. Unfortunately, he's an attractive guy. And women have just always given themselves to him so freely. So he's never had to meet a standard. Nobody's required anything out of him. And so he just goes from woman to woman, and the women just come back. And like I said, he just keeps minding his own business, do whatever, down to even food, even taking you on a date. Don't get excited. This guy will take you on a date and want to make you order what he wants you to order or share it with you. Like, it's just it's amazing. You know, it's really sad when, you know, people are out of their minds and they have no idea because they've been conditioned this way, because they've interacted with a lot of dysfunction and it's become a norm for them. So anyway, enough about that. I'm trying my best to like be short with the commentaries, and then I'm like tilting the phone weird and the camera, and like I don't even know what y'all are looking at or not. But I'm trying, guys.
Speech on. Stop. Selfie zoom. Zoomed in. Stop recording video. Stop recording button. Face centered. Speech off.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna try to make it through the rest of this video
Track position. 10 minutes of 17
without.
minutes. Advice, but this takes a sharp track position. 10 minutes of 17 minutes. Adjustable.
Let me see.
Swipe up or down. Track position. 10 minutes of 17 minutes. He wants my advice. Track position. 10 minutes. 9 minutes 3 seconds of 17. 8 minutes 53 seconds of 17 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna try my best to just make it through the rest of this video and give you the rest of my commentary.
That was it. They sang on the talk.
Oh, you said kind of like us?
I don't say kind of like us, but like I just didn't see him in person. He seen her in person at a party.
What did they do after? What did they do after this McDonald's date?
See what they did after the McDonald's date. They went and hung out. They went to the park and chilled.
I'm about to pull it up right now.
Pull it up. And you know what she said? You know what she said? You know what she said?
What did she say?
She said, "Oh shit, let me get number 8."
He can't even remember my name, guys.
He told her, no, that's not correct. He told her, let's go to McDonald's, or she said, let's go to McDonald's.
No, he didn't say that. He just pulled in McDonald's.
I'm acting like I don't
yeah,
know the story,
that's
so he
different.
can come out and finally tell
That's
the
not
truth
even
of the
a-
story.
that's not even a
This was their first
date.
outing.
That's not even a
Thank
first
you.
date.
This was not a first date, guys. This was their first outing when they exchanged information, guys.
Right.
He took her to McDonald's. What's his name again? What's his name again?
What do you mean?
What's his name again? Denzel Washington.
Uh-huh.
His wife paid for their first date. Like,
Oh, yeah, but they were kids.
they weren't kids, they was adults.
No, they were like young 20s. They knew each other before they had anything.
Okay, guys, I gotta say something about this part.
No, it
Because
does.
this is annoying with him.
Video player. Heading.
Guys, he keeps bringing up stuff that doesn't have nothing to do with him. He's 40 years old, never been married, no kids, barely making it, okay, in a little apartment. This guy is bringing up Denzel Washington and his wife when they were kids, okay? They've been together all their adult lives. Denzel Washington's wife was already in the arts. If you guys don't know, Denzel Washington's wife is a very talented woman. She actually is a part of his strength. Like, they really exemplify a relationship where they mirrored each other's talents, filled in gaps for each other. They're more than just, lovers and this great married couple. They actually are into the same thing, and she was more established, but more so instead of the acting in front of the screen, she was like a Broadway play person. So y'all should look her up. The woman is pretty phenomenal and very much a big part of Denzel Washington's success, right? So for him to be bringing up 2 kids, and I look at everyone that is pretty much under 25. I really like 28 and under. You're a kid. You're not. What have you done? Most kids fresh out of high school, under 25, just barely finished college, if that. The majority of them are finding their way, figuring out if they're going to go to college, if they're jumping in between jobs. They have nothing. Best case scenario, by the time you're 26, 27, 28, somewhere up in there, you might finally be ready to buy a house. Probably not. Okay, you might just have gotten to the point where you've gotten bills, life, adulting under control, and you barely, nothing. You have nothing. Okay, so, and they weren't even that old. This guy is bringing up their first date. Mind you, Denzel Washington is like 70. Look it up, guys. This man's first date was 50-something years ago. Guys, stop stretching it. You're stretching it. Guys, I wish this guy would have told me a story about his neighbor or something like that. That would have worked a lot better. Like, you know what, Mr. Johnson, down the street where I grew up, him and his wife, they met by the mulberry bush, and his wife picked some berries, and they ate that for lunch. And I'd be like, and that was very romantic. Because I bet you they have a love story. I bet you that Mr. Johnson had been watching his wife for a long time and working his confidence up and probably talking to her day by day and bringing little stuff. Probably brought her a flower and she was liking him too. And she was waiting on him to finally ask her out. And they probably, you know, make it make sense. Okay? It's nothing about McDonald's that's exciting or romantic unless the girl that you like worked at the McDonald's and you asked her out coming through the drive-thru. That's cute. If the girl you like works at the McDonald's and you order something and then you come up to the window with a note and it says, "Will you go out with me?" Or, "I like you. Will you go on a date with me?" and have a box yes and a box no, and then ask her to check off a box. And then put your number on there. That's cute. That's romantic. That's all of that. But don't take her to another McDonald's location to take her out. But what you could do, since y'all met at McDonald's, now if you met the girl at McDonald's or whomever at McDonald's, what you could do is if you decide to marry her or propose to her, you could bring her to that same McDonald's and then propose. That's hot. Okay? Or you could, you know, make a McDonald's shaped cake or something and put the ring in there on y'all's dinner and or wherever you're going to go to propose and bring out this McDonald's cake. Put some thought into it. Golly.
Speech on. Stop recording video.